Did you have slides? Or?
No, I didn't do slides, Earl. Thank you. No, made it easy. We wanted to talk about innovations in the industry. And I'm going to talk more or less about 4 different things. 2 of them are technology-based, and 2 of them are more business-oriented. The first one is that I think we're headed into a period where our opportunity or the diversity is expanding again. So just in CPU architectures alone, we now are looking at x86, ARM, Power, as well as RISC-V coming up. We just actually just stood up our first RISC-V systems and are delivering beta to customers starting, I think it's next week. So I think we've got a great opportunity that the diversity of CPU architectures are going to be really changing the landscape in the next several years, especially in the competitive side. In addition to that, the accelerators are also expanding. So you're seeing GPUs expanding either by NVIDIA, AMD, or others, but you're also seeing non-GPU accelerators as well, like the FPGAs, as well as more AI-specific type things like GraphCore. The second thing, though, is how do you deliver these architectures? So Penguin uses an approach of everything being open. We use the open compute platform for a lot of our OEM type of systems that we put together. And every one of the architectures I just mentioned are available under one platform, the Tundra platform, which is all OCP based. The only one that's not available today, deliverable, is the RISC-V environments. Then the third thing I'd like to talk about is really how do you deliver HPC in the marketplace today? And I know there's a lot of discussions about can you do it via cloud or can you not? Penguin Computing now has over 21,000 cores sitting in our cloud environment. We have people running over 10,000 core jobs as single jobs. The interesting part about Penguin On Demand, and others out there, but Penguin On Demand gives you an environment that looks almost just like what you would do in your own on-premise environment when you utilize Penguin On Demand. The last thing is if you can't use cloud, how do you provide services in the HPC environment that does not require huge capital investments? Another model that's beginning to emerge in the marketplace is this utility model. You do utility services where you buy, or you actually don't buy resources, you pay for resources that may be a base amount. Let's say you have burst times where you may use 15,000 cores instead of a 12,000 core system. You can basically, through a utility service, pay for 12,000 cores and only pay for the core hours that you go above it whenever you utilize them. You can do the same thing with storage. That same utility model works well, that if you have petabytes of storage that you may need or just terabytes of storage that you may need, but most of the time you're using maybe 50% of that, or that you want to be able to gradually expand your capability, you pay for what you use in the storage environment. However, all of the material, all of the equipment, everything, the environment sits on your premise instead of necessarily out in the cloud. So that's all I wanted to touch base on.